Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and today I am here to share with you my Vietnam holiday. Now this is a 6x8 album that is absolutely bursting at the seams. I had a standard Simple Stories album, which is maybe about half the thickness of this one, and I really wanted it to only be one album. And I kept filling it thinking maybe I could wrap some elastic around it or do something to keep it all together in one album. But it became quite abundantly clear that that was not going to happen. Now I started creating this album, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, and I have literally just finished it today, and I'm very, very excited. Sarah Scraps over on her Facebook group, which I will link down below, set a bit of a challenge for the month of finishing some unfinished projects, and I gave her my big list of projects that are unfinished, and this is the one she told me to start with first. So thank you, Sarah, for that little push. I have done it. It is complete. So first, before I show you the flick through, I just wanted to talk to you about this exact album that I have here. So I actually went to our Australian store called Officeworks, but any kind of office supply store would have this. And I bought an A4 sized binder folder. So this one would actually be 5 centimeters taller, 5 centimeters wider, and 5 centimeters longer. So it's actually quite a bit bigger than the 6x8 standard album. It was $1.75 or something like that. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to experiment with this for that price and just see what happens. So I bought it, I brought it home. So the inside binder, it's still kind of like D-ring, but because there's so many pages, it's extra fat, extra big, which is cool. This you would usually use, I'm sure you know, but like to hold your papers in. Not so great for my process. I can't really turn those pages. I'm probably going to take that out completely, but at the moment it's still there. So then once I had it and I checked that I could get these to fit, I was really excited. I did have to pierce some new holes. I'm just using the Kaiser Craft brand plastic pockets, and their holes were like nowhere near in the right place, so I did have to pierce new ones. I don't know if you can see, there's like 20 different holes down there now. To me, that wasn't such a big deal. I don't mind that was looking a little bit messy. I was happy to sort of roll with that to be able to get these all into one album. I'm really pushing the one album relationship here. So what I did is I measured with my ruler 5 centimeters, which would be about, what, 2 inches maybe? Yes, 2 inches. And I ruled that off with grey lead along the bottom, along both sides. I don't know if you can, both sides, and along the top. And that's what size I needed to cut this down to. And then I started to worry about how I was going to cut it, but it turned out it was just a thick sort of cardboard or a super thin chipboard even. Whatever it was, I was able to cut it with just my scissors. So that was awesome. But of course, it left a little bit of a rough edge. So I literally just covered it with contact paper that you use for covering your kids' books for school and stuff. I had it in the cupboard already. It was $1 from Kmart. I wasn't even sure this was going to work, so I wasn't even 100% sure I was going to keep this, but it totally worked. I will probably put another piece inside, but who knows, I probably won't. Now that I feel like I'm finished, I'm just going to put it on my shelf and forget about it. But I'm really happy that it is strong. It is strong. It has got all my pages in only just, but once I put it on my album shelf, it'll get sort of squished together a bit. So this is it, right? I don't know how well these are going to stay on because you can kind of peel stickers off, but I'm hoping they'll stay on okay. Otherwise, I'll just add some hot glue or some glue to them, some really tacky super glue or something. I just liked the idea of having a title on there. Because this is a school binder folder, it does have these additional holes. If I had have wanted to spend just a teeny bit more money, I could get a smooth one without these holes, but because I didn't know if it was going to work or not, I didn't bother to do that. So anyway, I hope that was enough explanation. If it wasn't, please give me a shout and I will do a little bit of a video that actually shows it a bit better. But otherwise, let's get having a look at my Vietnam holiday. So we went to Vietnam for a wedding. My husband was the best man, and we had my little son Jack. He was 18 months at the time, and we've got my mum and dad to come with us as well. So a lot of this you might have already seen. I absolutely started this a long time ago. I have a couple of process videos on my channel. I will link them down below, but hardly any of these have process videos. I just kind of made them because I wanted to. I made a kit that is just a big humongous mess, but I made a kit with papers and stickers and ephemera that I just kept in this stash box. So anytime I wanted to work on it, I only needed this box, and I had all the things that I needed and could just do a page whenever I felt like it. You can sort of see as you look through it, sorry if there's any glare, that some pages are a little bit more in depth than others. I feel like I had more energy and more time with some pages than I did with others. Or I don't know about you, but when you're working on a specific album and you do like a lot of pages in a row, you can sometimes get to, you know, your 10th page in a row and you just don't give it as much heart as maybe some of your other pages were. I definitely feel that when I look in this album, but overall I'm super happy with how it came together. I hope you're able to see that. It looks like there's quite a bit of glare. I was just checking. There is a little bit of glare, but I'm hoping you're able to see it. It's quite a lot of reject shop collection in this. There's just a whole bunch of everything. There's a lot of just stash collections and things like that. A lot of these layouts I made a long time ago for challenges. I think Kitaholics Kits page had challenges back 3 years ago, and I made them for that. I think this one was like a blind challenge when you follow the instructions you're given without knowing where it's leading to. So yeah, really interesting. Some of my pages are a little bit creative. I love the texture on some of these as well. So I've obviously got journaling on every page. I wanted to explain what was happening and what the purpose was. And because you're not on your holidays for all that long, you do a lot in one day. So I have the day and the date on the start of each page. This is the end of the night. So on this page says day 7, the 9th, and what we were doing in this particular photo. And then day 8th is the 10th. This is quite a big day because we went to cooking school, so that's getting ready to go. This is going to the market. This is the boat ride we went on. This is Mum having to go on the fishing nets. This is taking the little banana boat. This is going fishing. Like, this is all this same event, this same cooking school. This is at the actual cooking school. And this is later that night at the not the engagement party, but the night before the wedding party. So all of that happened on the same day. And then you go to the next day, which is the day 9th, which is the 11th. And this is getting ready for the wedding. So I've got journaling on every day just to kind of explain what was going on and what we did on each day. And just to document all the process. I really want to remember some of the little things about what happened, like all the little details of the wedding. And even on this page here, this was the page about dinner. I also made a comment about having to dash home and feed Jack and put Jack to bed before getting back in time for the last course and dessert. Just that kind of stuff that just reminds me that even though we were away and we had Mum and Dad there, we didn't just go to the wedding and enjoy it. And then this one is about Sorry, that came out wrong. Of course we went to the wedding and enjoyed it, but there was like other processes part of it. I had to dash home really quickly, but we were only staying 2 kilometers for the wedding, so it was super easy. And then this one is about, you know, carving up the dance floor and having an amazing night, and how I went home because we obviously had a youngin', but my husband, who was the best man, just kicked on until the wee hours of the morning, went to the after party back at the hotel and did all of those things. I also wanted to document how great it was having grandpa was there too, so definitely grandpa as well, but having grandma and grandpa on the trip with us, we absolutely couldn't have survived the trip without them. So that was a really important page for me. And just documenting the holiday. Like, we really haven't been overseas at all. This is the only time as a family we've ever gone overseas. So it was such an important event for our family that it was really vital to me that we got this in an album and like down on paper to be remembered, because who knows when it's going to happen again. So yeah, this is my little mini album. I hope you have enjoyed seeing through this one's a little shaker pocket, seeing through the layouts and what I've made, hearing about how I created my own album just so I could have something super big. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or want to check anything out because I was a bit too quick, please shoot me a comment and I'm more than happy to add that in somewhere as well. So thank you everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day and I will see you all next time. Bye.